My name is Joagquisho, Faith Keeper. Faith Keeper is a spiritual obligation.
Tell me about this center and the name first, and then what the center means.
Well, Sacco, of course, is our name is peace. It means peace. Sacco. It's the foundation of the Confederacy of the Haudenosaunee. The Confederation was founded on peace, and that's foundational. And the second principle was equity. Have the people be treated equally, and the people are the speakers, say, who have the voice, the final say, and union, to be united. The symbol of our nation is the great white pine. The peacemaker established that. He said, your symbol will be the great white pine. It will have 4 white roots of truth, peace. It will go out in the 4 cardinal directions of the earth. And all those people seeking shelter, however it may be, follow the route back to its source and come under the protection of the great tree.
What can we learn from the center here that can drive us to get to better diplomacy and democracy?
Well, you know, I think the first principle of the democracy is peace, and peace is not an absence of war. It is actually peace to its fullest extent. I mean, it's so fundamental today. When they ask me, what is my message? It's still the same it's always been from the peacemaker. I mean, that's the message of our leaders. That's what we're supposed to do. And it's the only way that humanity is going to survive. It's not going to survive with the way they're doing now. The Sacco Center is here, as we put that here, because it is, the lake itself is the birthplace of what we see as contemporary democracy. You go back to the times when it first started, those principles were established here. So the lake is representative of those times. The center of the whole change, the democratic world, right here. And that started way back before white men got here.
Yeah.
And it was well established at that time. People knew about it. And so here we are, that center, organized center for peace. It's still here.
We're on the shores of Onondaga Lake, and you talked about the white pine and the 4 roots on the bottom going to all different directions.
Yeah, 4 directions.
And that there were weapons that were buried.
Yeah,
and that is part of the history of where we are right now.
And that was the proposal that was presented right here, probably another mile or so up the way, I think somewhere over there. But who knows, it could have been right here. But anyway, the peacemaker had gathered the leaders of the Confederation, or was he forming the Confederation? And this is where he laid down all the laws, everything that was going to happen right here on this lake here. So this is literally the birthplace of what we now see as democracy. And it was organized. It was very well organized. And clearly saying that peace was not an absence of war, it was real peace. And that's why he told our young men and the fighting men to bury their weapons under that tree of peace, bury them.
At the Sacco Center, there is one of the ideals is the value change for survival.
Value change for survival. If we don't change your values, you're not going to survive. Simple as that. Value change for survival. So you can change your values from commerce to community.
Right.
Simple as that. But the powers, the authorities, are more interested in commerce. And great fortunes are based on war.
As faith keeper, what is your wish for going forward?
My mission has always been peace. No matter where I go, and I've been in a lot of places, and they also, what I find is yearn for peace. And that's our mission, is to don't let people give up. You can't give up. You have to keep going, and you have to keep the spirit alive. And I use a contemporary philosopher that everybody listens to and laughs at once in a while, and that's Yogi Berra, Yankee.
Yes.
And he says some funny things.
He does, but they make sense.
And the one that I'm using now, basically what he says, he says, it ain't over till it's over. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
It ain't over till it's over. And we're going to be right there all the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.